Okay, so it's all happening here today. We have just done some celifert tests because we haven't been able to get out to Deer Park. We're about to find out what our nitrates are together. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's making me uncomfortable. Whoa!
11.2!
That's the lowest they've been in forever. Wow. Nitrates are 11.2. Mag has dropped to 1200 today. Calcium has dropped to, was it 320?
No,
420. 420. And ALK has risen just a little bit to 9.6. So the KH keeper is still registering it as high, which is my setting. Because I'm trying to aim for 9.5 or like around about 9 to 9.5 is ideal, but right now it's been sitting around that 9.5 mark because it's been testing under every night and over every day, so naturally it drops overnight. So
I used to keep the tank, the small tank when we had that going, I used to keep that at about 8 because I found that was what all the coral used to enjoy the most. But keeping that level was way harder to do in this tank because it takes a lot longer to get anywhere. And in the 8, when we had the little one, you could just do a water change and bang, you're back to where you needed to be.
So contentious argument for you people today. Please tell Hayley
it's not rusted
that these are rastas. I don't know what else they could possibly be. So if you know what they are, please tell us.
And we want to know. So please tell Nathan he owes me something. Maybe a massage or something.
It's not some kind of weird.
I'm telling you 100% they
Anyway,
are not rusted.
Look at that hammer. He's out. Everyone look at this guy. Huge now. So he just had another shed. So what we did, because it's been shedding a lot, heaps and heaps. So we actually moved this power head down to give it a bit more power, and he's getting blasted, and he likes it, which is weird. Again, we end up with some really weird animals in our house, you know, strange cat, weird dog. Anyway, these are our new things today, so we'll finish acclimating them. We're not doing a normal drip acclimation today because they're all from different places.
They're all pretty easy keeping too, they're mainly just soles and stuff.
Yeah, so we got a couple of interesting things. So excited to get them out of the bag and show you guys. So we're going to finish acclimating them. We got this thing. So all we're doing is just water in. Just like a little bit of water down into each bag. Sorry. Bad camera work. But you get the idea. And it doesn't need heaps, you know. I know there was a rule of thumb where it's like double the volume of the bag every 10 minutes or whatever. I don't know about that. That's not really the way that we do it.
Double the bag every 10.
Double the water volume every 10. That's what I was told.
By the end of it, isn't it?
No, I don't know. Anyway, whatever the case may be, we are acclimating these guys still. The room temperature in here is fine, so I'm not worried about them getting too cold or too hot. They're perfectly fine in here. Here's some other stuff. So I cleaned out our Kato a little bit yesterday because it was just absolutely full of sponge and whatever. And additionally, in here in the overflow, this is like a detritus trap, and I never realized. So,
we're gonna probably stick a small power head in there.
We're thinking about putting a power head in there, to go off every now and then on a timer to upset underneath at the very bottom. But I siphoned it out last night, and so now we just have to. There's lots of just crap back in the sump again, so we're just hitting it with a lot more movement just to get it to back through the water column. That's why the water's so cloudy. We're getting it back through the water column, down through the thing, and hopefully picked up by the roller, and potentially also the skimmer. I did have to increase the power of the skimmer yesterday, and I don't think that's really done anything, so I might bring it up a bit more, but that does explain why the skimmer's not going is because we have such low nutrients in our tank now.
Yeah, it's doing good.
Which means we need to start backing off on the nitrophos. And I was wondering why Arcado was not growing, and
It's slowed down.
now it's obvious. It is obvious why it's not growing, which is because of our ultra low nutrient system. So it's not organically low nutrient. We have been using this stuff here, nitrophos, which is not a silver bullet. So what we need to do now is try and balance. We need to try and take the tank off of it.
Yeah, back it off. So it's like a minimum dose just to keep
Yeah.
it happy.
Back it off a bit so that way our bacteria can organically break down the waste correctly, and we essentially just have to not overfeed. It's a fine balance between overfeeding and and not killing the fish because of starvation, which is really hard. So because for a while there our nutrients were so high, we were really worried. All of our corals were looking shit and whatever, but then we got told, well, back off your feeding, so we did, and then all the fish started looking really skinny. That's the nature of this hobby, though. It's just like if one thing's out, then another thing is out, and balancing is hard. Balancing is really hard, but
we got the water container for our water changes and stuff, and that's been
Yeah.
really good.
yeah, we've been getting the water changes in, so once every week for the last month or two now.
Oh, you didn't tell them our little secret dynamo for our water change.
Secret dynamo.
Secret dynamo.
What do you mean?
Where we start putting the stuff into the water, because like natural seawater is
Yes.
really high in phosphate.
So our seawater, yes, so in our IBC, which is currently like covered there, our natural seawater has 0.2 phosphates present in the water. Now we were told, not originally, just full stop, that
0.2 is too high in phosphate.
the tanks
It's not good.
the ecosystem will be able to sort of help reduce that once you introduce it to your system. But we were also sold this stuff here, which is like basically Phosguard, I guess. But we put a golf ball amount into a stocking and then suspend that in the water in the IBC, and that knocked our water supply down to 0 phosphates. So
And the nitrates naturally were sitting at, I think it was like 5 in there. I think it's quite low. It was just the phosphate that was high.
yeah, so that's been really good. So
So it drops it down.
we're getting there, which is cool. But I'm wondering about our most recent tests, because instead of using the Spin Master, we use the Celifit tests.
Oh,
So there's a little bit. I think there might be a bit of a discrepancy between Dave's readings and ours.
the other thing too is the reason why that stuff is more effective in the water container at the back than what you would have in your tank, because you need quite a lot regularly changed in a tank to get anywhere. And I was chatting to Dave about this. It's because the water, the phosphate that's in the back tank, it's free floating phosphate. It's already in the water column.
Gotcha.
Whereas when it's easy to strip it out of the water to really.
Yeah, but when it's in a
Whereas
tank,
it's in a tank, it's bound
decaying
up.
matter.
It's bound up in the rock work and
Yeah.
everything else. So it kind of leaches out. So
Yeah.
it takes a lot longer.
okay, that makes
So
sense.
you don't need anywhere near as much to strip like a water container that's just straight water.
So let's talk about our bounty. I ended up getting 10 trochus snails and 10 turbo snails. And we got a couple of different zoanthids, which again, once they're out in the tank, we'll put up a short or something. And we got 3 SPS. And again,
Nathan was crazy.
just to see. It's really just to see. So hopefully we have a bit of luck there. World's fastest lawnmower blending. Hang on. See if I can get away. If you can even see him.
Camera.
What else have we been doing? I changed the Kessel lights to be more blue during the day, which is probably, you'll notice that in the footage, no doubt. And I've also turned on the lunar mode as well, which is cool. So it's like a moonlight at night. But I use the red moon. I've decided that's probably a bit much because I don't want to scare our housemate. So we're going to change that back to a blue moon with a touch of UV.
It did look a little bit ominous at night.
It's very ominous. We stayed up late watching horror movies. Well, not horror movies, true crime films, and then it was all just a little bit much, yeah. Things have been a little antsy today. All right, well...
This is what happens when you get closed in a small environment for a week.
Yeah, that's right. Bloody COVID. Anyway, we'll get these corals out and then keep filming. Good day.
Bye-bye.
As a side note, a lot of these snails came with like astrina stars.
I don't know how you say it. The annoying white
The
ones.
little white dudes, yeah.
That eat coral.
That eat
and
coral.
other things.
So Hayley's going through and picking all of the pests off of them pretty much. So hopefully we don't have any unwanted hitchhikers there. Like this snail has an unwanted hitchhiker.
Another snail.
Another snail. Let's see. Show us the turbo. Okay. Oh yeah. Sick.
Freaky
No
mouth.
little fish. I mean snail. Oh god. I should not be in this hobby. Goodbye. Alright, here we are. So Hayley's just cleaning up the glass. I wiped it down with a microfiber for now. So currently the cat is driving us insane. Here you go, have a pet. Good boy. So, right now I've just got some carbon in this bag. I have a reactor, I have a carbon reactor, but we realized that was a pretty big source of nutrients for our tank, or nitrates, phosphates, whatever, because stuff was getting trapped in it. So I wanted to get a different pump set up for that going. So until I've done that, I'm just gonna use this stocking with carbon. When you clean your carbon, you don't want to rub it together like you know, like that, because you're just making more particulates in the water. You're just adding more crap to the like carbon dust to the cleaning process, and you really don't want to do that. So I'm just running RO water into this bucket. I'm going to rinse that off with the RO water till it's not producing any more particulates, and then I'll sling that. Look at these two guys here. I'll throw that somewhere into the tank. That gets a good amount of flow. So I'm thinking we bypass the refugium and we might put it down in this end chamber just before it goes into the return pump section. Either that or we can put it down. No, it'll have to be there. I mean, if I was really brave, I'd wedge it between the baffles there, because that means it would guarantee that it would pass through. But I don't want to tear the stocking and cause a big catastrophe. Maybe we'll try that, but not right now. That's not what I want to do now. So I think for now, I'll pop it down there, and then hopefully it catches a little bit of water as it goes through. Okay, so let's get into the corals that we got today. Are you ready, Hayley?
Sure.
Okay. So what are the green zoanthids called?
I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't have a name. It was just...
We're just going to call them toxic green zoanthids.
I'm going to call them real kryptonites.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know the other kryptonites, how they're just like the circle,
They're like
it's a circle green ring, and then it's got like a kind of purpley dark browny ring. I feel like these are more kryptonite than the other.
So they're the new G.
Yeah.
Kryptonite. And then what you got, these are a combination of Securi Sunrise and, was it Yellow Hornets?
No, Tutti Fruities.
Tutti Fruities, that's right. So they're not out yet, so I'll post a short with them later. And then is this what's this one? Is this a Montipora?
Yeah, I think it's a type of Monty.
Now, was this the one that was called
The fireworks and whatever it was.
No, it's not fireworks, it was fairy lights.
Yeah, fairy lights.
Fairy lights, and it's very nice. Just in this light, it's not very good, but before you could really see what colors could you see in it. I thought I
It's
saw
green
a bit of
and red.
green and red, but I saw definitely pink hues of pink in there. Across we have more SPS. So we have the blue stag, and we're gonna find out how he goes. Right now, I don't see any polyp extension.
They've only just gone in.
They just went in, yeah. However, the green SPS definitely does have coral extension. Polyp extension, I should say. So that's him there. We had to move the Reef Wave 45 across because it was over there. So we've moved it across here. So that way it's hitting these new corals. And with that cross flow from the MP40, that should be a bit better. So that way Toadstool gets it, new SPS get it. And then coming across, what else did we end up having? We got this fungia.
Yep.
What was it again? It was just orange fungia of some sort. That's what we were sold as. Is that everything?
I think so. Just zoas and...
Yeah, zoas and SPS. Okay. So, I made it sound like a big reveal, really, didn't I? So, sorry about the under delivery there, people. Now, the other thing I wanted to wait until Haley was ready was putting the nori on, because we have 2 types of nori today, which is unusual. So we use we use Julian's
the green
Julian Springs sea veggies, and we usually feed them this. If we can't get them this, then we just give them off the shelf nori. But that's our preferred microalgae that we feed them. And today we got this one, which is red seaweed. Don't give them all green. I want to see the red one. I want to see if they're pumped for it. So we're all going to see together. Hopefully it is proper red. I think that'll be really cool.
There's purple too, we found out.
Yes, purple today, but we didn't get the purple. We just got the red. We only got a little thing of red.
Yeah, it's more moist.
Oh, it's moist?
Yeah,
are you sure you just don't have wet fingers?
No, it's more... Oh.
Whoa, that's weird.
And it smells kind of weird.
What's it smell like?
It smells like a herb. Yeah, have a sniff.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe read the packet. I don't know how much we should give them. Let's see. Daily part of a balanced diet. 3 inches long. Secure it to the tank. So I reckon that's too much that you've pulled there.
This much?
Yeah, half that I reckon.
Nah.
Yeah. Half that, because you're feeding the green stuff too.
Yeah, I'll put half and half. Yeah. Alright,
what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Is she killing the tank? Yes or no? Cool. Murderer! Overfeeder! We go. Also, if you want to know something gross, see this? I know I showed this little pile of stuff in the video the other day, and why'd you put them all in the same clip?
I'm putting half and half. I just here we go.
This is what happens. Well, let's see what the fish reckon.
Come back, baby, come back. Come to me.
Yay! Oh yeah, this is all dirty old seaweed that Haley just peels off of the clip and puts on top of the tank.
It's my collection.
It is disgusting. Well, it's not disgusting. I guess it is. It's not nice though. The thing is having a tank that's taller than your eyes, like taller than your eyesight, means you kind of like... You have to be careful what she leaves up there, because I've nearly cut myself on the scraper many times. Alright, let's see. They're going for the green.
I love that green.
Going for the green, avoiding the red.
So far.
So the rabbit, the 2-bar was eating the green just now. What are we doing, people? These Great Barrier Reef chromies. Hello. Alright, Racia butterfly is here. What's he gonna do? Is he going for the red? Foxface is going for the red, the green seaweed. I think it'll take one fish.
Be like, ooh, different.
To go, tasty. Maybe. There he is. They don't want the red.
Give him time. It's something new.
Come on, guys. I spent $10 on this for you people. Sea veggies. Julian Springs. That's a thumbnail, I think. Almost. Maybe I gotta... There we go. Nice. Well, and then you should put regular green in this one.
I put a tiny bit of red in there as well.
Here's why we have two different seaweed clips. Where'd you put the seaweed? There. This one allows them to eat it without it tearing off and then getting caught under the rocks and stuff. But this one is easier access for them, so we kind of like to give them both, and then we just keep an eye. If anything flies off, we can't see it. Or if anything flies off, then we try and catch it if we see it, I should say. Here's that hilariously big lid that I made again. She's hitting the roof, gonna hit the lights. See, I make it look like a lot easier, a lot less work than what Haley does. So, I'm just gonna... Here's how we got it. So I managed to get it so it can sit right up against the back. And then just lift that other end so it's over. Oh no, hang on.
Is that right?
Here, that's better. And then can you push that right up against the back? There you go.
Okay.
And I've got all the cables out of the way now, so it can actually push right up against the bar, which means that's proper safe. And this little flap is holding steady, which is cool because that's what I put all the snails in today. So here's all the snails that we introduced. We got rid of all the starfish that were on them. So if they don't right themselves later, I'll go through and I'll fix them up. Now that Heliofungia is not going to make it, but I was told that sometimes when they recede and die off, that they can regrow from pups. So that's kind of a science experiment. In fact, I would argue that this whole thing is kind of an experiment. So yeah, I think that concludes it. Today was an epic day of stuff. Now we're going to sit down and actually watch the tank and enjoy and see what our new corals do. But yeah, I'm really excited for these guys. I think they look awesome. And hopefully we have better luck with them. The hammer coral, the flesh is all the way down to the base still, and he's looking really plump still. We've had him for nearly a week now, or maybe it has been a week now. So, happy days with that.
Last week.
In fact, it's been over a week. I think it might be nearly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Whoa! And the flesh is still down to the base. That's good. So, we'll let you guys know if the fish eat the red seaweed. I don't think they will at the moment, but we'll find out together. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Good day.